Good morning, everybody. It's Textured Tag Tuesday again, and I just realized you won't be able to see this page on my drop page, so I'm going to put this one down just so you can see. Look, you can see now. Um, Today we're going to do, Jeri did pin weaving, which I had never done before, but I don't have the supplies to do pin weaving. Somebody else in the group just wove straight onto their tag, which is what I'm going to do. I've already marked, I don't know if you can see this, I took my piece of tag. If you guys don't know what I'm working on, my tags are these sample sheets from a paper company that sent me samples of different kinds of paper. Like this is an 80-pound glossy white. This one is a felt weave 100-pound white, which I should have used this. It's a thicker paper, but anyway, whatever. I grabbed one of those. I painted it. I don't even know which one this is because I painted it. Painted it the first time I painted it. I wanted greens and yellows, and the first time I painted it, I did too dark of a green. It looked like camo. I didn't like it. So then I painted it this kind of a lavendery blue color, and then I put some more green and yellow over the top, dried it off, and then I, on the back, marked in pen, it's not 1/4 of an inch. It's 3/16 of an inch apart. 1/4 of an inch seemed like that was too close together. I was afraid I was going to rip my paper. And then I poked holes so I can already see. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see? I've poked my holes already. I can feel those poking through. So I'm going to use, she used pearl cotton. I don't have pearl cotton, but I'm going to use floss for my warp threads. I want to make sure I have plenty, so I need enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Apparently I have 8. I'm going to have 8 warp threads. I used to do weaving all the time. I have a weaving. I don't know if I can get it. Oh, yeah. Maybe if I try really hard. Let me show you a weaving I did. It's in my studio that I did back in, I don't remember if it was high school or college. Let me zoom out. You see my whole messy desk. This is a big weaving, so let me get it down. Ooh, it's a little dusty. Don't mind the dust. But I just so enjoyed weaving. Here. It's on big hoops. I have actually 4 hoops on here. I've got one that's, I don't know, I want to say 16 inches, one 12-inch. There's a little 4-inch loop in there. And I think that's like a 5 or a 6-inch loop. But I did all sorts of weaving in here. I've got different layers. I've got bells in there. I've got different textures. And I haven't got a clue where my basket of leftover yarns and textured things are. Haven't got a clue. I looked for it because I thought, oh, cool, weaving. I've got weaving supplies. Don't ask me what I've done with my weaving supplies. But anyways, point is, weaving. Weaving is in my wheelhouse. I don't feel completely out of left field with weaving. I couldn't find any of my tapestry needles or weaving needles that I used. Like I said, I couldn't find any of my weaving supplies. Went digging through my grandma's old sewing box, and I found these. It's a tapestry needle, which will work. It's a number, I guess it's a number 18 or a number 6. I don't know. I don't remember how we measure needles. But look at that. Look at that font. Space age needles. Does that say that we bought this in the 70s or what? But there was one left on here. It's nice because it's got a great big eye on it. And it's got a blunt end, so I'm not going to poke myself. So I'm going to use that to thread my warp. I am doing that the right way, right? Warp and weft. I think warp is the stationary and weft is the one that we weave with. I'm pretty sure. I don't 100% remember. Let's have... Which one is warp and which one is weft? Warp is left. Yeah. Correct. I am correct. I remember that part. Okay. So I'm going to just start here. I'm going to thread my loom. Make myself a nice knot. It doesn't pop through my paper. And then I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to be cautious not to over tighten because I don't want my paper to do that. That would not be good. I want it to be laid flat. And then I'm going to come over to the next one and come down. I want it taut but not bowing. And down and back up over here. And back. Could I have done a 1/4 of an inch? I probably could have done a 1/4 of an inch. I believe Jeri did hers at a 1/4 of an inch. I just didn't know if this paper would handle the 1/4 of an inch. But that's okay. Any size will work. As you saw on my sample weaving, I had wide ones, I had skinny ones, I had ones that pulled together on purpose. Jeri mentions, don't get too tight when you're doing your weaving because your threads will come together. Well, on some of that loom, I wanted it to get skinnier. I wanted to really play with texture, with shape, with form. That's why I had some overlapping others. I just had a heck of a lot of fun with that piece. And clearly I enjoyed it and I liked it because I have kept it all of these years. Gosh, it's been over 40 years since I've been in high school. Or college for that matter. But I really like that piece. All right. That's good. Just like that. That is good. We're just going to tie that off in the back. Let's try that one more time. I want a nice big knot back here. That'll do. It'll keep it from pulling through. If I pull on it really hard, it'll come through because it's just paper, but that will be good enough. All right. Now, put my needle away so I don't hurt myself. Now we're just going to weave in and out, back and forth. I picked some old ribbon that I had laying around. Like I said, I couldn't find any of my yarns. So I've got this these three colors, very spring-like. And then I thought I would just go ahead and use the rest of the scraps of that last week's tag, the one when I did the ruching flower. I'll just use the rest of these scraps and use them up. So I've got a kind of a satiny blue. Either side will work. That one's shiny, that one's not. And then this kind of gauzy, beigey color. So those are in strips. These I can weave back and forth. I'm going to start with my thinnest one, which is this color. And we'll just take off, I don't know, about that much. And I'm going to go ahead and use this needle because it's big enough for these. And use that to get through my overs and unders. It's quite simple. And I'm not going to pull it tight. And then just go the other way. Because it's on this, it's super flexy. Do a few rows of that. I could just not use a needle at all and just come through with my fingers. And do I have them twisted? Yep. And do I care? No, not particularly. Scooch those down. I had see in my weaving stuff, I had a comb that I used to scooch all my fibers down. But this will work. It's just a sample tag. And I'm just going to go until I'm out of thread here. And then I'll just put a new one in. Yeah, I think 1/4 of an inch. Might have been better to secure these. But that's all right. Maybe one more. One more pass. And I think I'm going to put the fabric in here because that will hold better. This is very slippery. I didn't think about that when I picked ribbon, that it's more slippery than like yarn. Okay. Let's do one of these. Nope. Goes this way. You know what? I do think I want to go back this way with this. And leave it in the back. just so that end gets covered. That's good. All right. And we're going this way. You know, it would be easier with the needle. Didn't think I'd need the needle for the fabric, but it will be easier with the needle. Oh, come on. If I can get it in there. Wrap it around. Come on. You can go in there. There we go. Come on. Okay, that fabric is holding better. But I think I want to weave the end under a little bit. It's okay if we have texture sticking out. That's okay. Come on. That's got a bit of challenge to it. But that's all right. I don't want to, yeah, I needed more. I needed more warp threads. Okay, you want it at least 1/4 of an inch or closer if you can. That's a bit rough. That's all right though. We'll just scrunch it down. And when we're done, we'll pull on some of these ends. Okay, so the fabric is all right. Let's do some of this ribbon. Ooh, that one's a bit thick. Doesn't want to go through my needle. Come on, go through my needle. I need you. Okay. So, let's just do what we're doing here. I definitely chose incorrectly with my supplies here. But that just proves you can weave with just about anything, right? See, that green one just wants to keep popping out. Where's the end of that one? What I'm going to do, I'm going to complete that one with a little knot at the end, just because it keeps wanting to come out. And I don't want it to come out. Come on. There we go. Yep, I needed more warp threads. This is too loosey-goosey. Oh, this was a choice. This was a choice. This ribbon with these little loopy bits. This was a choice. Not sure I'm happy with that choice, but you know what? It is what it is. We are going to keep going. Keep going. It's a learning curve. And when we're all done, you won't know that I struggled. You really won't. You won't know that I struggled. Am I under the wrong one? I feel like I am. Over, under. Should be over that, under that. Oh, I went under 2 over here. That's why it doesn't look right. Why aren't you guys yelling at me that you missed one? I missed one. Or maybe you are yelling at me that I missed one. Okay. That's why it doesn't look right going back the other way. Better. Better, 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 better. Hey, I was so excited to do weaving. And then I couldn't find any of my supplies. And now these supplies are fighting me. Okay. Just going to leave that tail there. And I'm going to put a fabric in here because the fabric seems to be working better. Come on. Go through my needle. Ooh, this fabric is fat. Doesn't want to go through my needle. Maybe if I put it in this way. Come on. Nope. Let's cut it in half. It does not want to go in my needle that way. It's too fat. That's okay. We can cut it in half. We have the power. We have a scissor. That gives me twice as many threads, right? Absolutely. Look at that. Okay. Oh yeah, that worked good. Okay, so let's do another one. Going the other way. Let's do one going this way. Starting at this edge. Still weaving. Under, over, over, under. And then back the other way. Okay. And then scrunch. Scrunch it all down. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. That like holds it in. That one's supposed to be on top. We're going to stick that through there. And then we're going to scrunch and pull. Okay. And then we're going to do the white ribbon. No, we're going to do another one of these. Another one of these first, I think. Not even going to bother with the needle. Okay, and then this one. This must be just a thrilling video for you guys. If you're still here, bless you. Because I know I wouldn't still be here. But I'm just leaving it running. You guys can see what a struggle this can be. If you don't choose the proper supplies. But it is also proof that even without the proper supplies, you can do it. You honestly can. I feel like I need some smaller threads to lock these in. So I think I may actually do a couple of rows of actual just floss in here to help lock these in. Where's my floss? Maybe a spring green. Oop. Catch all the threads there, Dono. Okay. I'm going to stick a couple of spring greens in here. Oh no, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. Stop what you're doing. Dawn. Nope. Nope. Not a good idea. Okay. Don't add one in the middle. Just squish it down. Just squish it down. All right. It was a thought process. You know, I like this better when it's a little more runchy, roushy, a little more gathered. Maybe I'll just do that. Oh yeah, I like that better. Okay. All right. That's fine. Do I want to go back that way with this one? No. Let's do another one of these. Cut this in half again. Okay. Now I want to start on this end. I want to go this way. And then this way. All right, for those who work with textiles and videotape it, more power to you. Oh no, that is not a good sign. That means I have to get ready for work, which means I have to be done in like 5 minutes. This has taken way longer than I had anticipated. I thought, oh, I'm just going to do a quick little weaving. No. No such thing as a quick little weaving. Did you forget that? Yes, I guess I did. Okay. Okay. I do have some time, as long as I eat quickly. That was my it's time for lunch alarm. I have to do that if I'm going to be going to work. If I don't make alarms for things, I forget. I get all wrapped up in things like doing projects like this, and then I don't do what I'm supposed to do. So alarms are critical. Oh, look, I got paint all over my thumbnail. I just now noticed that. Oh, well. It is what it is. Okay. Let's scrunch. Let's ruche. I like that. I like that ruchy scrunchy thing. All right, let's do this color at the end because it went through really well. Or I'll do this one. Let's just do this one. start here. How am I under the same ones again? What have I done wrong? Everybody, what am I doing wrong here? Why am I under the same? Did I go over 2 again? I did. Oh well, that's all right. We'll fix it. Fix it on the next round. All right. So, lessons learned here. Lessons learned. Put your warp thread closer together. Use yarn or string instead of ribbon. But cloth is okay. Ribbon's just too slippery. Come on. Oh, good gracious. All of my pieces coming from together, and I can't get my yarn back, my thread back in my needle. There we go. I've lost the plot, people. All right. And then we're just going to let those hang. Let those dangle. And you know what? That's not terrible. I've made worse. Is it my best work ever? No, it absolutely is not my best work ever. But you know what? Did I have fun today? That's the question you have to ask yourself when you are playing with art supplies, and if you're not sure you like what the result is. Did I have fun today? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. Did I have fun? I had so much fun. Just going to cut these ribbons at a bit of an angle just to give them some flair. And make them not quite so long coming out. All right, well, that will do. Especially since now I've got to get ready for lunch. All right, there is my textured tag for this Tuesday. It's imperfect, and it was fun, and I enjoyed myself, and I hope you guys have a really great rest of your day. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place, one person at a time. I will see you on a regular video tomorrow, whatever that will be. And yeah, you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for sticking with me on these strange texture tags. I'm not sure if this, you guys, my core audience is anybody who's watching these things. I haven't looked at analytics yet, but you know what? I don't care. I'm following along. I'm just having fun. I'm yeah. Would pin weaving have probably been a better idea? Yeah, it probably would have, because this is so floppy. I didn't have enough structure, and I didn't have enough warp threads. I think both of those things would have made this a better experience. But you know what? This is a fun looking little springtime weaving, and I'm not mad at it. All right, you guys have a blessed day. I will see you on the next Texture Tuesday next week, whatever that might be. I haven't seen it yet. Jeri hasn't posted it yet. But I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.